day than kill a buck.
It's getting hurt. Yeah, I told you, stupid.
What is it?
It's a buck!
DeerHunterFan.com TV is sponsored by 12 Point Property Management, Bee Stinger, Gold Tip, Insane Archery, Longhorn Fab Shop, Ohio Trophy Buck Outfitters, Vapor Trail, and also by these fine sponsors. Hi, I'm Brian Madison with DeerHunterFan.com TV. As we start this week here, I'm holding the shed of a buck that I nicknamed Butch. I gave him his name this year. This shed is from 2012. Last year I had one trail cam picture of him and filmed him just one time crossing the field, actually the same morning I got the trail cam picture of him. And that was it. Kept an eye out for him last year and never saw him. And this year, same thing, no trail cams, nothing. I just figured maybe we got lucky and that buck happened to move across our farm during the rut last year. Well, this year, in late October, got 2 pictures of him on our farm again. So I knew he was back in the area. I gave him the nickname Butch. And this week's episode, we're just going to look at the ending of the New York archery season and then the conclusion to this story.
Well, I'm getting down to crunch time. I mean, if it doesn't happen soon, it's gun season, so we've got 3 days after today. Today's Tuesday, the 12th. Hopefully we can get something done. This is a stand that me and Randy hung yesterday in the rain. It was a rainy, miserable day, so instead of hunting, I've been seeing the deer come to this spot, so got in here, hung a couple stands. Hopefully it works. Snow, cold, 28 degrees. Deer gotta eat, so hopefully they come up to this field behind me like they have been every night. So. Well, it's November 15th, last day of bow season in New York. I decided to move from that stand that I've been hunting the last couple days just because I'm going to use it tomorrow morning for the opening day of gun season. And I can see really far. Been seeing a lot of deer there. I even had a really good buck stand up. He couldn't hear me rattle, so I'm going to take my chances up here where I seen that 10 and 8 point that one day. And deer always cruise up through here. I shot my buck last year here. And a lot of my family members have seen good deer here, so hopefully something happens. If not, like I said, I'm giving my stand a rest for tomorrow, and see what happens.
Well, it's opening morning of gun season here in New York. Just got good daylight here where I can see what's going on. I'm back in these hardwoods. It's real thick to my left, but then it opens up. So I'm just into where it opens up so I can watch that thick stuff and keep an eye on the open. So hopefully we'll catch some early morning movement here. Get one of these bucks hopefully sneaking around.
Just got very exciting news. My father, Ron, just killed a monster up there, he says. I hate to get out of a stand this early, but if it's go to film a recovery of a buck like that, I can't wait to do it. Let's get up there and see what he got.
Look at his mane being curled around. Trying to see his arms have got to be 10 to 12 inches long. It looks like that. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Holy cow, Brian, look at this buck. Look at this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's our big 8.
That's Butch.
That's our big 8.
That's the new big 8. That's Butch.
I'd have swore maybe you had more tines, but they were so long, and you know, you get the side view, there's a point sticking up. Look at that boy. Look at the mass. And you know what? He's the one who riddled that tree I was telling you about the other day. Look at this. He's still been rubbing hard.
Wow.
Is that a good buck? Well, this is the buck that Brian called Butch. He had trail cam pictures of him on the hillside right behind us down in the hardwoods. Just last week he was getting pictures of him. And I did a little clip there on the camera just as it was getting light, kind of telling where I was, and I shut the camera off, and I no more than shut it off, and I turned around and looked, and I could see this buck sneaking up through the thick part of the hardwoods. It gets really dense on the one side of me, and I kept seeing glimpses of him, but it was really hard to get him on camera. I knew I had him in the frame, but it was really hard to see him, and I finally got him to the best spot I could, and when I shot, you could see him bolt through the trees. But he worked his way up to this field, and I just took my time. I sat in the stand for a while, and I snuck up here, and he was out in this field, and man, he's just a wonderful 8-point. He's huge. I'm really happy. This is a very nice buck. They don't come along every day around here like this one.
As you can see, the shed, good mass, good tine length. He sure did keep that. I mean, that's got to be, that right there is close to probably 8 inches. He had just over 10, was his longest tine this year. The brow tine, you can see, had this little swoop inward and these 2 little nubs. And this year, obviously the brow tine was bigger. The swoop was a little more defined, and he still had those 2 nubs. So, I mean, something funky was going to happen there eventually, but not anymore. He stayed in 8-point between last year and this year. Going by last year's photo of him, I'm guessing last year he was 3. This was his 3-year-old shed, and this year you could definitely tell, mature buck. Definitely 4 years old, at least. And we kept his jaw, kept his teeth. We're going to do the forensics to his teeth just like we're going to my Ohio buck. so we'll let you know in the future. That can take a little while, so we'll definitely let you know what comes of it. Great story with this buck. Cool buck, big buck, one of the biggest bucks ever taken off this farm. So Ron put him down with the rifle, and can't ask for much more than that out of the old man. So that's going to do it this week. I'm Brian Madison with DeerHunterFan.com TV. Make sure you tune in next week. We got a real treat for you.
DeerHunterFan.com TV is sponsored by 12 Point Property Management, Vapor Trail, Bee Stinger, Insane Archery, Gold Tip, Longhorn Fab Shop, Ohio Trophy Buck Outfitters, and also by these fine sponsors. And DeerHunterFan.com, an original online free hunting show.